you want to talk about this, right? Because you know the deal. It's Thanksgiving time. So 76.5% of teams in a playoff spot on Thanksgiving have made the postseason in this loser point era, which is since 99-2000. Notable teams out. These are teams that were in the playoffs last year that are currently on the outside looking in. I mean, there's a lot of parity, and teams are basically all in the mix except for maybe a few in the Western Conference right now. But do you have, and we've spoken about it a little bit, and Bones, you're here, I want your perspective on this. Do you have a little bit more concern this year for Edmonton, this year, certainly for Toronto, but let's start with Edmonton than perhaps in years past when they made moves?
A lot of concerns for Edmonton, big concerns. There's a lot more dialogue around the team about their goaltending now than there was last year. So it starts with that, because that every time media comes into the locker room, that's all they want to talk about is about the goaltending. It's not going away, right? It's amplified that. But then you watch the team play in front of them, and they're not very good defensively. They are far worse defensively this year than they were last year. They're terrible in front of their own net. You watch how many easy goals are scored against them, and the grade A's that they're giving up off of the rush. Those just can't be on the goaltender. It's your team game is off. Now, they've got the two of the greatest players in the league. We get that, right? But they're going to need some help. And they're going to have to tighten it up as a group. Like Sully went in there, okay, we're tightening this up. And he talked about a team game. I don't see the Edmonton playing a team game right now. I just don't. It's not there. They're going to rely on Draisaitl and McDavid, go score some goals. That you're not going to score your way into the playoffs. You're not. You're going to defend your way into the playoffs, get your offense from good team defense. Right now, they're far too loose. And again, you always look for a game that should catapult your team into the next level. They go into Florida and they win. That's got to be a huge momentum boost for them. Now they go home, and maybe it's because of the long trip, whatever. But eventually, you got to throw these excuses out the door. They lose 8-3 to Dallas. They're down 4-0 in the first period. Right, coming home off of a huge win in Florida. Those are the things that have me concerned. The goaltending, the lack of play, and those situations where you expect as a coach, you would go in there and expect your team to respond after that Florida win. And to come out and play like that, I was very, very discouraged.
Well said, Jesus.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my God, Bones, you're on fire. You drink a Red Bull?
I've been there.
What do you make of people maybe saying like they're, I don't want to say bored, but just like getting back to regular season hockey the first 20 games a year, out the window?
You're into the end of November, and you're being a bit. You lost 9-1 to Colorado. Now you've lost 8-3 to Dallas in your own rink on Saturday. Like that stuff, man, that hurts. That has to hurt you. That has to do something to catapult you to the next level and get that team going. But when you watch them play, they're giving up grade A's on the rush. They're giving up easy tap-in goals. No one's defending around the net. I watched a couple of games, and as soon as they touch the puck, the D are gone. Right? They're gone, and there's nobody down in behind them. So there's a lot of things they've got to tighten up. And they do it? Absolutely. And if they don't, they're not going to make the playoffs.